Colorado garden at Druid's Refuge. My name is Megan, and today we're going to be talking about how to trim your fruit trees. Now this is going to be just really basic. My fruit trees are really small. This one is a peach tree. Now you can start cutting these back usually mid-March till the end of April. Once you see them start budding up on the branches here with their little blooms, you can go ahead and cut some branches off. It's really important to keep your fruit trees trimmed because these branches can break when you get really heavy sets of fruit with them. These trees aren't going to need a lot of trimming. You want to make sure that you never take off more than a third of the plant at a time, especially when it is young. So I've got my Corona scissors, really good and sharp shears here. Get you a little bit closer so we can talk about what branches you actually want to be looking at to prune. Now the perfect fruit branch is going to be at a 45-degree angle. That's a pretty good angle. That's a pretty good angle as well. Once you have anything that is more on the straight, like this one, this is not going to be a good fruit-bearing branch. So we're going to go ahead and cut that off right there. Now since this one's broken, we're going to do the same thing. Overall, this tree looks pretty good. Now this branch, see this one right here, that is very upright. So we're gonna go ahead and take that one off as well. Go around the tree. See if there's any others that are looking a bit scary. Let's see here. I'm gonna say this bottom one as well because it's coming straight out. And we're just gonna leave it at that. Peach tree is done. Now we have been having a few light snows. It got down to about 28 degrees. I decided not to cover it. Looks like it was fine. Still got blooms on it. I don't see anything on the ground. It's good to get bags for these when we do have a hard frost. Otherwise you're not gonna get any fruit for the summertime. Okay, now this is my plum tree. It's growing completely different than the peach tree is. As you can see, these are very elongated branches, which makes it very hard to decide where to cut anything. Let's see. Do see a broken branch right here, so we're gonna go ahead and take that off for the health of the plant. To be honest, the only other thing I see on this guy is this very strange branch right here. Let's see. See how that's kind of almost a sucker branch right there. It's got three coming out of it right there. Now that is creating a weak spot in the tree. So I may just cut a piece of it off for now. Just one branch. Just so that isn't as weak in that part of the tree. Okay. Plum is done. We've got pollinators on it already, which is fantastic. Okay. Last little fruit tree. This is the smallest of them. Now this tree has had quite a bit of problems since I planted it. Its top died off last winter, so that was very disappointing. can see all of this top is dead. And you can tell in the winter, if you get a good snap, that branch is just completely done for. So you want to make sure that we're not cutting off anything that's alive. We want to make sure that we're picking this at the right spot to cut off the tree, which is going to be right here. Ugh, break my heart. Okay, so this is going to look like a pretty funny tree for a while. It's going to be more like a really tall shrub, but it may produce just as much as the other one, despite its funny shape. Okay, let's see, we've got a few dead branches on here, so I'm going to go ahead and clip those off. You want to make sure that you're staying right at the base of the tree there. You don't want to like cut in the middle and leave that, because that's just wasted energy for the plant. Okay. Get a little closer here with some of this because it's very hard to see. You can see that it's branching out all the way from the ground, which a lot of this fruit is probably going to get stolen by predators and such. This is a very bad angle branch, so I'm going to go ahead and chop that off, as well as this one. Okay. Alright. You can see as we get up to the top of the tree how closely I was trying to cut those off so that we do not waste any energy. So it looks pretty funky, but it's just going to take a few years to grow out of it. Meanwhile, it's going to be stunted for a while. That's all right. And I would also highly recommend, when you have young trees, to wrap them with a nice breathable paper wrapping for the winter time. Do not use any kind of non-breathable material. You want it to be insulating for the tree when we get those hard freezes. I also put some soil pep around the bottom of these trees in the fall time, just to help them keep a little bit warmer roots in the winter. And then in the summer times, like end of May, I will be putting compost over the top of these as well to give them a nice some nice soil over the top to improve the growth of these trees as well. And that is how you trim the little fruit trees. Thanks for joining me today. Happy gardening, guys.